Alright, so here we are with today's update. Went ahead and disassembled the cylinder head. Used my tap, cleaned all the treads, exhaust, as well as intake. And on the block, 3 spots, which is these two. And for the automatic tensioner, same thing up here. So all the treads are clean, all the bolts are clean. Just finished pulling the valves. And I'm gonna call it a day. So slowly but surely, progress. Maybe tomorrow I'll get to cleaning all the grease and carbon buildup from the heads and the block, as well as the valve cover. I'm gonna drop these in some, well no, take a little one by one, clean all the carbon off of them, and probably maybe begin lapping the valves tomorrow. Once the valves are lapped, everything looks good. I'm using the gasket set over there. I will begin to reassemble the cylinder head. But that is where we are as of today. As far as this is concerned, I'd removed the original emission control valve off the bike many years ago, but I cannot recall what I did with it. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a Y, and I had capped it off using these plugs. But I think I'm going to do a Y connection with a hose and take it back to the earbox to have it recirculate. The same thing I did in my Suzuki over there. So any unburnt fuel, feed it right back into the earbox, back into the intake to be burnt again. I think that's what I'm going to do with that, as opposed to just capping these off as I'd done in the past. So that's where we're at. I still have to identify these carbs. I know they're Mikoni. They're BS something. I'm not sure which one. That bike has BS 34. This one, I noted it's a little smaller. These butterflies are numbered 130. On that bike, it's 140. So they're similar, but I got to get the right O-rings for it. I think they're going to be the same for the fuel T and for the overflow vent tubes. I think they should all be the same. That one has a float pole screw with an O-ring, bolt with an O-ring, whereas this has some sort of screw setup. So it's a bit different. I really need to figure out what is the model of these carbs. I've restored all of my hoses by soaking them in a combination of wintergreen oil and alcohol. So these are nice and pliable. Right now I've got the starter seal soaking. When I'm done with that, I'll move on to the boots on the earbox. Taking these off one at a time. Some of them are okay, but they do have hard spots. So I'll soak them individually, 24 hours each, and make them nice and pliable again. The intake hose is still nice and soft, so it goes right here, so I don't need to soak that. But that's where we're at as of today.